EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. Frank, at the Tour Championship with so much on the line, you want to get off to a good start. Pretty gentle opening hole, don't you think?
It is. It's one of the straightest holes on the golf course, Rich. You go down the hill before you go up the hill, but it's a good way to start, even with those opening tee shot nerves at a Tour Championship final round.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Now with the approach shot here at the par 4 first. Good-looking shot right here. On the green. And a chance for birdie here in the first hole. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Good birdie right there, moving to third place on the leaderboard. Now to the first par 3 here at the Tour Championship at East Lake. It is the second hole, 214 yards. And really, to score well at East Lake, players cannot afford to miss the green on the short side of the flagstick, and that's especially true right here. This par 3 plays a bit shorter than the yardage, but it is a must to put the ball on the green. That green slopes dramatically from back to front and from left to right, and is guarded by bunkers on both sides. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. Shouldn't be a problem here. Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
Clean this up with a tap. So with that, the score is now at even par. Moving on to the third hole now. Short par 4, under 400 yards.
Winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I have ever seen. Just let it rip. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. What a nice shot. Right on the green, and a pretty easy putt on the way. Locked in on the read and the speed.
And yet another birdie, this time inching into the top 5.
Action is underway, and we'll take you out to hole number 4. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
And knew it right away, Frank. That's a good one. Solid. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt. Now a 7-footer. Well, that looked for all the world like it was dead center.
I've got no idea how that missed.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. In for a bogey. Now the 5th hole here at the Tour Championship, and a challenging par 4 here. It is 520 yards long, and it rewards precision off the tee. Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Remember, this was converted from a par 5 to a long par 4. It's a tough second shot here at the 5th. Headed for the bunker? A bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker play's like.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Well, the best in the game don't do it any better. McIlroy, Fowler, Duffner, they'd be impressed by that bunker shot. And he's putting for par now. drops it, and he's at even par. This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale, the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the 6th hole. It's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. This is a good-looking shot. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Still even par for the day. On to the 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship.
I'm loving that balance. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Well, East Lake Golf Club was named the permanent home of the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola back in 2005. It's the final event of the PGA Tour playoffs for the FedEx Cup, and only the top 30 players on that points list qualify each year, so it is an exclusive field.
It is, and if I could steal the tagline from Coca-Cola, the Tour Championship is the real thing.
Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard. Even par, currently.
And he makes it for par. Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the hole location. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, there's a real art to putting a good 72-hole score in the book, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. You can have a flash of brilliance, make 5 or 6 birdies. It can be offset by doubles and quadruple bogeys. And in the end, it's the end. What did you do? The plus and the minuses. And that's why all our biggest championships have, and of recent, been stroke play. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Still playing even for the day after the par. Finishing out the front nine here at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia. Tour Championship with the FedEx Cup on the line, all that pressure. And finally, we get to the first par 5 of the day. It is a 600 yards on the button.
Doesn't quite play that long, and the reason why is that downslope on the tee shot. If you get a nice draw off the tee, that ball can bound down there, and you can certainly reach this hole even though it's 600 yards. That's if you had a good tee shot. You stray a little, then you worry about the lake with the layup. Do you lay up short, or do you even try and risk carrying it?
Frank, such an advantage when you can hit it that far.
It's not fair.
This is all feel with a lob wedge. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Birdie try up next. These putts keep the round together. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Solid par. Getting ready to start the back nine here at East Lake. We're on the 10th tee here in Atlanta, Georgia, and the finale for the Tour Championship and the FedEx Cup. Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Just a bit left of the hole location.
Should still be okay.
So trying to get the back nine off to a good start. The approach shot is on the green, but he still has work to do. This is about a 30-footer coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
It's a good-looking putt right here. You might like it. Starting to move on this leaderboard now, Frank.
It's got a nice look to it. Another who's who.
Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. And he's made it onto the green now. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Continuing from the Tour Championship at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia, all the drama of the finale for the FedEx Cup. And this is a chance to make birdie. We're at the downhill, par 4 12th. It's only 391 yards. A good, accurate tee shot gives a player a chance to make a three. Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Nice birdie and a nice little move on the leaderboard, getting to 2 under par. Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, and another good par 4. The 13th is 476 yards, and once again a classic Donald Ross green sloping from back to front. And really, that makes positioning so critical. Need to get the ball in play off the tee here, have a chance to put the ball in the right spot, and then maybe go free. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
.310 yards and straight, you can win with that. Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Rub the shamrock. Got away with getting in the bunker there. Really. This is an awkward length.
Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
This would give him the par. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, this par 4 14th is straight away, but it is narrow. You have to put the ball in play off the tee here. Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, looking at a downhill approach shot here at the par 4 14th. How important is club selection?
It's vital here, Rich. You've got to adjust for that downhill. Plus, The pitch of the fairway, more than often, the ball is going to be slightly below your feet. So if anything, you want to err on the left side of the flag.
Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down. And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Pretty good shot right there. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars, the 15th. It is only 525 yards, and if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Well, we've seen this before today, in the bunker. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Well, the best in the game don't do it any better. McIlroy, Fowler, Duffner, they'd be impressed by that bunker shot. Settles in over the putt. So with that make, now at 3 under par. Tour Championship nearing its conclusion. Coming to the 16th hole, it is a challenging par 4 at 481 yards. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Good-looking shot right here. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just a couple of feet. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Drama's really building right now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake. FedEx Cup title is on the line. Just a couple of holes to play. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4 17th at 455 yards?
With all that's at stake, Rich, this is a perfect par 4. Water all the way down the left, so in other words, if you hit a quick hook, you realize what's going to happen there. 3 bunkers protect the other side. Really, you just have to muscle up and hit a really good tee shot that somehow finishes between the water and those bunkers. Second shot, it's not exactly easy too. You're only going to see the top half of that flag. Green raised a little in the front and well protected by that bunker short.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Well, you can feel the tension right now. Always a pivotal shot in the round, the 2nd to 17. And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
Getting set now over the putt. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. On to the finishing hole here at East Lake Golf Club. Not many courses end with a par 3. It's always a fun finishing hole.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side.
That's a good day's work right there. Round of 67. So, one round in the books and a lot to chew on here.
There is. This is going to be a tough championship to pull away. The standard of golf, especially that first page of the leaderboard, excellent golf.